Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Like a motherfucking smack addict, right? And as you can tell by today's thumbnail, another baboso bites the dust. Dum, dum, dum. Another one bites the dust. Orale. We're talking about that baboso right there on the thumbnail. Not me doing this. I'm a baboso too sometimes. You know, but in the meantime, in between time, in a menudo style in direct fashion, let's talk about what happened on Valentine's Day. We know Valentine's Day passed, everything got lovey and dovey, and hopefully, man, your loved one was thrilled with the roses and the candies and the hotel rooms and the mamones, oh my, that were given. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, what you had going on in the city of Fresno is an attack, another vendor attack, and it's not a laughing matter, man. You know, you got to stay ready so that way you don't have to get ready. This is what was taught to me. But when it's a 77-year-old man, two women and another younger child, how are they supposed to stay ready? You know, what's going on out here in the city of Fresno? What's going on in this world? Well, I'm going to give you the quick rundown, and indubitably in a menudo style, and I'm going to tell you, you know, how I feel about this recent vendor attack in the city of Fresno, and this baboso one, Martin Chavez, who chose to do this. Now, this is a 21-year-old kid, a young man, 21 years old. I don't know what he was going through. He might have been going through some things, but nothing justifies the actions that he took, especially, puto, when it's raza on raza, right? Come on, man. You know, I feel like Randy Moss. Come on, man. Flag on the play. Yeah, definitely a flag on the play and definitely a flag in play. Chirp out when I say this. This individual, Martin Chavez, decided that if for no other reason that day, twist the pipa, get on that 10 to 2, get on that scante, and be a scantoso, and go hit them streets of the city of Fresno, and get on a great one, and decide, Sasuke, hey, it's Valentine's Day, I want a teddy bear too. And so, if for no other reason, this man thought he was going to go do a drive-by. And what I mean by a drive-by is he was going to fucking drive on by and snatch bears. Pero his vehicle was Nike's, right? So he was walking by. He wanted to snatch some bears because Sasuke, he was mad because his hyena done left him for some other vato. And so it was Valentine's Day. It was cold that night. The wind was blowing. He was bored. He felt that if for no other reason, he's going to walk down this road and just harass people and bully people. You know, that's what it all boils down to, is bullying people. People do it for clout. And we've seen it in the past, man. We've seen vatos knock old men out for clout. We've seen people like, watch out, I'm going to get the vato right now, watch out. And they film it, they put it on Instagram, and like a baboso, next thing you know what I mean? You want to settle the score, white boy at your door, no freedom, no more, right? They're done, they're gone, they're incarcerated, and then they're crying to their jefita, bail me out, right? And childish, she can't afford it. All she has is $10 in food stamps left, and her boyfriend's hungry. And this is how it be going down. You know what I mean? But he decided that this day, on Valentine's Day, he was going to walk by, and the story goes like this. I've seen the video. There's video out there, man, if you want to refer to the video of the Fresno vendor, the 77-year-old man and his daughters and his granddaughter being attacked. Then you can view it. You know, I don't know. It's pretty hard to watch for me. I watched it a couple times, and then that was that. I seen everything that I had to see to do my proper research and my due diligence to speak this story. And it's a story that needs to be spoken on. Reason being, it just happened, man. And it's a continual of what's constantly going on out there. Now, we don't get to see everything. But being from the Central Valle right here in Califas, when it happens close to home, man, it means something. It means extra to me. It's like extra credit at school. So it just means a little bit more. And to see this baboso doing this, it's unjustified. What the hell are they thinking, these younger guys nowadays? I mean, these younger people are fucking got the game twisted. I think you got your fools mixed up. Almost like Brent Wood. And you're going to watch out, because what's going to happen is these vendors are going to start fucking arming themselves. They're going to start preparing for this. They're going to stay ready so they don't have to get ready. You know, and hey, are we mad at them for doing this? Charlie, man. They're out there just trying to make an honest living. This vato was out there trying to sling a bear like a new jack. So they're a little expensive, but he was still trying to do it, man. He was working hard. Him and his grandchild and his two daughters were out there doing what they had to do for the community and doing what they had to do to take care of their own familia. You know, we've all been there. Hey, fuck, man, I forgot. It's Valentine's Day? Fuck, man, I was on a good one last night, right? And your highness fucking at home waiting like, this motherfucker better not come home empty-handed, right? Sasuke, fuck, damn, I need something. Let me switch in the back seat. Orderly, that's just a box of macaroni and cheese must have fell out when we went to Walmart. Fuck, damn, I need something. And of course, he sees that fucking viejito on the corner, slinging them flowers and them motherfucking bears like a new jack. And Sasuke, he pulls up, and it's all good. Here he comes to save the day. The viejito is the hero he saved that Valentine's Day. So Sasuke, there's going to be a lot of RBs going on that night. But Trip, this guy felt that for no other reason he should go bully these people that were just out there doing their thing, man. They weren't pushing up on no one. They weren't doing nothing aggravating to the community. They weren't doing bad, man. They were minding their own business, just trying to make a little feria, just trying to win a little bit. You know, you can't be mad at hard workers. These people were out there since 5 a.m. in the morning setting up their display and we're doing their thing. You know, and like I said, man, in our lifestyle, in our community, especially in the Chicano community, man, we depend. Sasuke, I'm telling you first and foremost, we depend on these vatos to sell things. You know, Sasuke, when you're craving an elote, you depend on that man to bend that corner. All you got to hit him with is a little, and that vato bends the corner, and Sasuke, un elote. It's elote time, right? Or fucking paleta, you know, when it's hot, because it gets hot in the valle. These things are dependent upon, these things are part of our traditions, these things are part of our history. We know the paleta man, or the elote man, or whatever the case may be, the chicharrone man is going to be around the corner. And he's going to look out one time for your mind. And these vatos put in a lot of work. Sasuke, they be cutting, dicing, slicing. They do their business, okay? They put in a lot of work for them fucking $3. So, man, let's look out. As a raza, you got to look out for your gente. I always tip them a little $5 one time just to keep it live, you know? I stay strong and striving. But at the same time, what this guy fucking Martin Chavez chose to do was attack this man. So he... allegedly, of course, because I'm not trying to put anything on anyone, but I seen the video, you know what I mean? You've seen the video. If you haven't, man, like I said, go trip out on it. And supposedly, allegedly, man, this vato stabbed this 77-year-old man in the hand when he tried to grab, you know, because he tried to grab some bears and shit and do a pushing, do a wiggling. His wiggleization was not that real, but he was trying. And the old man, you know, lunged at him. Hey, Sasuke, it's my bear. You know what I mean? Just get your own Care Bear. And the vato stabs the old man. Okay? And then, of course, his 2 daughters come into action. They come into play, and he proceeds to start beating on women. He proceeds to start beating them up and doing what he was doing. You know, what he felt that he had to do necessary to get that bear and to get them fucking roses for his boyfriend. But whatever the case may be, it's just a long line and another one into a long string of things that have been happening with the vendors that are a raza. And that's why I focus on it. And that's why I'm bringing it to your guys' attention. And if it was an Africano, if it was a Gava, if it was a Asian, I definitely would be speaking on it as well. Because everybody gets their just due. Everybody is the same at the end of the day. But when it becomes brown, I got to become proud, man. And it just touches me just a little bit further than others. Man, I don't know. It just makes me feel some type of way. My blood starts to boil. And I don't like it. I don't like it because, man, I'm tired of seeing our people persecuted. I'm tired of seeing our people oppressed by our own people. Okay? You know, when this first started happening, of course, everybody was like, hey, it's the young Africanos that are they're fucking victimizing the older viejitos, the older raza. They're picking on them. They're going out of their way. It's all going back to racial tension and racial issues. But really, it's not. Because in this case, man, it's one of our own doing one of our, but Sasuke, you guys can have him because he ain't one of my own. You know, when he chose to do that to that old man in the Chavez, bang, bang, I don't want him, throw him back where you found him. If he's a perro, bite him, vatos. You know what I mean? Do your thing, bulldogs. And I'm not trying to set no one up for failure and saying go do some fucking crime. I'm just saying, Sasuke, you know what I mean? Do it like McGruff and take a bite out of that shit. It is what it is. That vato like that, bullying old men. We're talking about a 77-year-old man. He shanked a 77-year-old man. Sasuke, when he gets to the county, what are they going to say? What are you here for? I stabbed an old man and stalked a 16-year-old girl. Sas! Pegada time. Stop. You know what I mean? Pegada time. Oh, you know. Hey, why'd you do that, vato? Sasuke, because I could do what I want to do. I made this money. You didn't. Right, Teddy? We out of here. It's my prerogative. Well, check it out, Bobby Brown. Sas! You know what I mean? Don't fucking get drowned like Whitney. This is how it goes down. You know, these are the ill intentions that I have for individuals like this. You know, especially ones that take advantage of elderly people or women or children. Oh my. And things like that makes my blood boil and makes my motherfucking hat go flat. I get pissed because the awareness is not out there. People are just walking on by. While this was happening, cars are just passing by in the video. You can see cars. Oh, hey, watch out, Holmes. Hey, let's get. They're slinging bears. You know what I mean? And that's it. No one chose to step up and help this old man and these women, man, that were fighting basically not for only for this fucking what they had, their commodity, but also for their lives. They were scared. This guy's all skunted out, all tripped out. And what people don't know is this guy was already had warrants and on the run for an assault with a deadly weapon and assaultive behavior. And now he picked up a robbery. Now he picks up more assaults, attempted whatevers. You know, I can't sit here and go into the long string of fucking charges they charge him with, because you know how the placas do it. They'll charge you with everything under the sun. But at the end of the day, is it justified to charge this man? Yeah, it is. I don't give a fuck, bro. Call it what you want to. He shouldn't have did what he done. It was uncalled for. Sasuke, if you can't afford $25 to get a bear, well, Sasuke, keep it pushing, man. I guarantee you at Walmart, they got something for $19.99. Handle it. After you go through the self checkout, you don't have to pay. What if you're slick? Bang, bang. But anyways, so he chose to do this. Okay, he chose to do this. And how many times does it happen, Raza? How many times does it happen to our people? This fentanyl makes me fucking choke thinking about individuals like this. It continues to happen. So we need to come together as a people, all people, and put our fucking foot down. Okay? If you see an attack like this happening, man, I don't give a fuck if it involves you. If your name's Bennett, you're not trying to be in it, man. Step up for your gente, step up for your people, because sometimes they need you. Especially when it's a viejito, a young kid, and some women, man, they can't defend themselves like, say, I can. You know what I mean? Sometimes I can't either. Shit, you know what I mean? Help me out. Help. You know? And again, I reiterate, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. See, I was taught that, man. My tío laced me up. So I was getting not tupaca. He was like, hey, I'm always ready. You know what I mean? I'm ready. Not him, my tío Joe, right? The one that laced me up in the game. And he told me, and he indoctrinated and put it in my mind and molded that mind so that I would know. He would always tell me, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. What does that mean? He said, Sasuke, if you're already fucking prepared, if you're mentally, physically, you're ready, you already know what time it is, then you ain't got to worry about it. When time for guerra comes, when time for war comes, or time for a fucking a pegada or anything yet you have to do in life, you know, and I'm not necessarily talking about prison shit. I'm talking about on the streets too. Keep your awareness up. You'll be ready. You know what I mean? You'll be ready for whatever comes your way. You know, always keep your awareness up. Always know what's going on around you. You know, when I see a paleta man, I see an elote man, I see a vato out there slanging, doing his thing, I get pride because I know how hard they're working. I know what it takes to wake up at 3 or 4 in the morning and hit them fields or hit them fucking calles, you know, and go out there and do what he does for just a measly ass $100, you know, and day after day after day after season in the rain, vato be out there with the poncho on handling his business. These people are hard workers, man. They're a reflection of the type of people we are. They got that warrior mentality in them. But of course, they're not coming to start problems. They're not coming in here to fucking cause chaos, you know? And there's going to be people in the comments that say, well, they shouldn't be out there doing that shit illegal anyways. Hey, who are you to say what a man's hustle can and cannot be? If a man's hustling, he ain't out there bothering him, don't fuck with him. Period. You know, and for all these youngsters that are out there clout chasing, hey, it's cool, we knocked out an old man, Holmes. See how it feels when you get set up with a beast, a 6-foot beast, 220 that will fucking handle it. You know what I mean? And that's real talk. And I'm not just necessarily talking about me. There's a lot of other individuals that even feel way more fucking crazier than I do about this situation. We're tired of it. I know I am. I know there's a lot of gente that are watching this right now that are. You know, again, man, this 77-year-old man was stabbed on Valentine's Day. So I was, you know what I mean? That holds no bearing. It doesn't matter what day it is. But I'm just saying this is when it took place in the city of Fresno. Now, I know the city of Fresno very well. I got a lot of camaradas, a lot of homeboys, a lot of perros out there in Fresno that got a lot of respect for me, and I got a whole lot of respect for them. Bow, wow, wow, yippee, yo, yippee, what? I got that respect, and y'all know what's up, right? We got love for each other, and I'm saying, man, me knowing the Bulldogs and the way they wiggle, most of them, for the most part, ain't going out like that. They don't like that shit. They don't like anyone in the city of Fresno rocking the boat if it ain't involving them. Bang, bang, arr. That's just how it is. And this is shedding a bad light on that city because it's happened several times. And you know, everybody knows Fresno's grimy, it's gritty, man. They're out there slithering. Motherfuckers is out there on some cutthroat shit. But what this guy did, if you watch the video, and I ain't got the video on here because I didn't want to fucking promote that baboso shit. But you can go on to it. It's on Instagram. It's on everywhere. You go on to this video, and this vato was merely just walking by, just trying to pump people. He was trying to debo people. Come on, that's my bike. That's my bear, punk. Yeah, just come on now, man. Stop it, bro. You're on a fucking good one. You're all fucking fentanyled out. You're all fucking, you look like a fucking baboso with your hair all fucking, your chongos all fucked up. And it wasn't a good looking, of course. This video, because this younger girl, the 16-year-old that he socked in the face, allegedly, chose to pull out her camera and record, which probably was a good move. She made her next move her best move, and she started to record this incident, you know, because she was scared. And you could see it. It's shaky. She was scared. She was fearing for her grandfather's life as well as her mother and her tia and herself, you know, because he had already hit her. He was beating up on her moms, and he stabbed her grandfather. He was leaking everywhere. The grandfather was blood all over their merchandise. They can't sell that shit no more. Don't nobody want that. Ain't no one trying to catch the city, see that? You know what I mean? But it is what it is. And what happens? You know, what happens? This vato, of course, it attracts national attention. It attracts attention at least enough to where people follow the drip. Follow the drip. They end up right on his fucking doorstep looking for a bean pie. And Sasuke, he comes out all spun out. It wasn't me. Who said it was you? Maybe it was. Was it? It could be. Perhaps. And bam, he told on himself. And he admits everything. And then, of course, the baboso is incarcerated. Now, what he's going through in county jail, I don't know. I'm sure he's going to try to justify his actions, but any real ones, and I'm appealing to the real ones out there that know about this case and know what's going on, man, Sasuke, let the wind blow that way. You know what I mean? Make it be known that that shit is uncalled for. Stand up for our people that can't stand up for themselves. Now, I know everyone should be able to defend themselves, and that's what I'm saying is watch what's going to happen, young bucks that are watching this. These fucking palatero men are not going to be playing anymore, and it's going to be all bad, huh? When someone tries to run up on someone and steal a Care Bear, man, and they get their whole fucking wig split. When this fucking elotero fucking doesn't pull out a corner on the cob, but he pulls out a fucking cuerno de chivo, then what's going to happen? I don't know. I was just going there to get an elote. I thought, hey, I could steal a fucking bag of chili cheese Fritos, and what to put out an 8K, and I wanted to settle the score, but young AK at the door, no me, no more. No, you no more. Period. Plain and simple. Why? Because vatos now are they're at the point where they're going to stay ready so they don't have to get ready. You know? And how do I feel about that? I feel it's justified. I think vatos are tired of it. I know I am. I know if I was to see it in broad daylight in real life, man, I'm going to jail. You know, I'm going to jail because I'm going to back the play of the gente de raza. First and foremost, for the people, by the people. And that's just what it is. If you want to sit here, you want to fucking persecute me and denigrate me for my beliefs, then do, by all means, handle your business, man. I'm not tripping. At the end of the day, man, it is what it is. And in menudo style, in a direct fashion, man, I'm for my gente. I'm for all people, man. If people are out there being citizens, see, there's a fine line and a difference between a citizen out there just working hard for their family and someone that's in the dope game or the gang game or whatever the game may be, man. You know what entails that life, and you're out there living it, man. If you come up short, man, then it was short that night. If you come up on top, then Sasuke heavy is the head that wears the crown, right? Whatever it is. But when it's someone that's just out there working for his familia and is really not living that lifestyle, and you think because you're big and bad and you're on a great one, you can go punk them for what little shit they have, man, that ain't a good look. That is not a good look, you know? And you're going to have the big bad wolf at your house huffing and puffing and blowing that motherfucker down, if not the placas. In this case, it was the placas. They got him. This tape helped him to recognize him, you know, helped him to, it revealed his identity. And this is all allegedly, even though you see it on the fucking tape, it's still allegedly because, you know what I mean, we're not trying to throw anyone under the bus or trying to get anybody caught up. At the end of the day, he'll have his day in court and he'll deal with what he has to deal with. I'm just saying as a whole, and from what I've seen, I'm tired of it. And it was an attack in Fresno that just happened on Valentine's Day. So it just happened a couple days ago, man. And it's an ugly look. A day of love, Holmes, was a day of a wannabe thug. You know, these people will never forget that their Valentine's days are forever tainted. You know, you don't know what you've done to that little 16-year-old girl. Now, every time she thinks about Valentine's Day, she's going to think about the day her abuelito got fucking stabbed and her mother got socked and she got fucking socked in her face. All because some fucking tweaked out wannabe dude is walking down the street and just needs that fucking plushie. Sasuke gotta have that plushie, you know what I mean? Sasuke, go get a jale. Go out there and sell fucking stolen. I don't give a fuck. Go steal some fucking hubcaps and sell them if you have to. Do what you have to do to make it happen for yourself, man. Don't worry about what other people are doing. I'm getting tired of it, man. And I'm telling you, the raza is going to rise up, man. And the next time that people start seeing eloteros or fucking palateros or all these fucking older viejitos getting attacked, homes, you never know, man. We might just have to bite back in a Fresno fashion. You know what it is, man. With that being said, I hope that you move fast with a purpose. I hope you keep your awareness up, man. Remember, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Go out there and protect your gente, man. Don't go out there and make that first move your best move, man. But go out there and don't let anyone make that first move on our people. It is what it is. Raza, rise up, man. If we don't do it, who else will do it for us? And I'm just saying, though, the gun. I'm pissed. Bang, bang.